Hey everybody, I hope everybody is doing good. We have got, sounds like monsters somewhere. We've got a little bit of an impromptu stream here, and this is all about the Coffee Cup community event, and we are building a racetrack in the creative mode, which will then be ported to the community event, and this will be one of like a whole bunch of racetracks that we're going to be building. So me and Whitestone Industries, which you can find over on YouTube, we're going to be building this together. And this is like we're in zone 11 in the Pink Forest, and this is going to be one of many. I think there's like 14 zones, and it's going to be one massive racetrack. That's going to be the event is going to be held in sometime in the future. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But yeah, let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is a creative world. So we've got a couple of mods loaded and a couple of things we're going to be doing. And is it you that's so bloody noisy? Oh man, I'm going to ask you to evacuate the area right away. All right, anyway, sorry. Coming back to what we got here. Yeah, so this is our point of start. It's going to be, we're going to start right here. Havana, how's it going? Over on YouTube, welcome. So this is our starting point. We've got other guys going to do this sector. And we got people like, there's a sector here, there's a swamp sector here, there's a sector here. There's like sectors all over the place. Anyways, this red thing that you can see over here, this is the border for our section that we're going to be building. And that's going to be, the end is going to be over there. So the exit is over there, entrance is over here, and we're going to be making an interesting little track. Faruk over on, on YouTube. Sorry, Havana's over on Twitch, and Faruk, you're on YouTube. Would loops after a long drop work? We're going to be trying that out. I do want to see if I can do a loop. And we need to test it. And luckily we've got a mod to help us build, which doesn't add anything besides scripting stuff. And that mod is gonna possibly give us it's possibly gonna be able to give us loops. Let me just dude, can you just go away completely, like entirely? Anyways, because he's quite noisy. So the vehicle this is the not the standard Explorer. This one is actually swooped up a little bit. Let me just turn the game sounds down slightly, because it's a little loud. It's a little loud. Alright, I'm gonna go over here. I need to change the music because I'm actually gonna forward this song a little bit. I'm just gonna go over there. Perfect. I actually want to add a couple new songs first, but I didn't get around to it because I had to publish my video today. Anyways, this is our little vehicle, and it's got a little party trick. It's got hydraulics in there, so if you hold G in, it'll just keep bouncing like that. What's that BMW ad? Down, down, down. Anyways, alright. Woo, hello. And as you see, little bugger can do flips. Okay, I don't know if we'll do that. Okay, anyways. Cancel this. Renzo, hey Jakes, can you make those, how can you make this perfect curves? Well, you can make this in the vanilla, but I'm using a mod for this to help me speed up this building. Okay. First thing I want to show you guys is how damn fast this car is now. This car is for the racetrack. This thing is hella fast. So it's going to do over 200 kilometers an hour. Let's brake. And but for those curves, right, so this is a creative world, hence me flying, no build cost, no fuel, no power, no nothing. And this is the stands, which is going to be kind of like the, even though it's a continuous track, this is kind of like the start for our area. So, for these curves, like I said, we're using a mod at the moment, and I'll show you, I want to continue the building here, but I'll quickly show you guys how we normally do it. Race factory carts. Those things are way too slow, and besides, factory cart, as soon as it goes off-road, it's just all over the place. It's like, it's got, all the wheels seem to turn. Anyway, so this is a mod we're using. So you see on the side there, you can see there's like a bunch of things there. So I can literally just do this. Hold control and scroll it, and you can decide how you want to do the curve. But it doesn't mean that you can't do this in vanilla. In vanilla, you just need to 1, 2, 3, 4, go down 1, and then place this guy down, and then now you can turn 5 degrees at a time. So you want to go 5 degrees there, nudge down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, sorry. And there you can see there's your first little curve already. Right there. Obviously, you can do a little better than that, but yeah. Anyways, we're not going to be focusing on that today, so I want to focus on trying to get as much done here as possible. The one thing we need to do is we were under constraints in regards to signs, as in the amount of signs we can use. So these seats are all signs, but that restriction has now been lifted, though we still need to be careful about the amount of signs that we use. We don't want to go completely nuts, but what I want to do though is I want to re-add my stands in, because my stands have got spectators. Check it out. And this is the wrong one. Shit, let me try again. I think it's this one. This is the actual one. Yeah, this is this the new one? I think this is the modified one. So this is also incorrect. Hold on a second. Let me try and find this one. Otherwise so I did stand. I'm not sure if this is the right one now. Yeah, this is the right one. Check this out. Spectators. And all it is just this you go on the year on the other, and there's like a whole bunch of people there. So we're gonna be rocking these. We don't want to go crazy with the signs, but I do want to having a little bit more freedom is going to be cool. Anyways, so what I need to do is I need to kind of actually load this one up again, because that's the one we're using there, and I need to. I'm probably not going to add the armrest in there just to kind of like save on sign usage. But yeah, so over on Twitch we got Risk War. You should use lizard doggos or 2 in the stands for and oh hell's yeah. Okay, but hold on, let's quickly spawn the other one here so I can do like a little quickie, like a little copy paste. So we need, I think we need version 2. Yeah, version 2. You know what? Let's place it a little closer. There we go. Hope this doesn't crash again now. We can add a couple of doggos in there. So I do want to do. We've got a couple of ideas for these billboards in the back, kind of like advertisements. So this is like the one version of it. But let's quickly just grab a few of these, and I'm just gonna. Let's do. So I do want to do black and. I do want to do red and white. So let's say we do. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So you know what we could do? We could do kind of like this. Just because we have an uneven. I would have liked to have done blocks, but we'll do rows since we don't have an even number to do blocks. I mean, probably I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. So what we can do. Like we could do it like that, and then we'll alternate the colors and the spectators. So let's grab this guy. We're just gonna quickly get a row of spectators going, and I do need to add a couple of blank spots in as well, just because that's realistic. So I don't want to get too many variations. So I think. Just those will be fine for now. So we'll do another one over there. Do another one over there. We'll kind of leave those 2 spots blank. And then let's get the red guy as well. Or red pioneer rather. Put that one in there. And we want... I've only got 2. So that, oh no, use the other one. Copy that one. Put it in there. Let's see if we can find another one. Like I said, I don't want to go too nuts with this. We'll do this one talking to somebody next to him. There we go. So those will be our variants. And we'll do these guys. This guy kind of looks like he's cupping his eyes to see what's going on. And then we'll do one over there. We'll get this guy to talk to him. And we'll get this one clapping. We're going to have two of those. This one doesn't like to race. And I'm going to do a couple more of these. And we want another, where's this guy? Do that, and that. So we'll have less people in the back stands. I think that makes sense. Okay, so kind of like that. So that's going to be our first version of this one. And yeah, I think this is good. So let me just quickly do this. So we want to go to zip mode. I'll show you guys in a moment where we actually need to build the track for our leg or our section. And it's actually a little tricky because the red forest or the pink forest where we are currently limited to. Yeah, that's it's quite a tight fit for just about anything, to be quite honest. It's a tricky one, but the thing is, I've never really built in red forest, which is kind of why I decided to use it. Okay, so there we go. So that's all one stand. I wonder, do we... No, I'm not going to alternate colors, so it's going to be stand V1. We'll save this one. That's already in use. Okay, hold on. Let me just clear out the other ones. So we'll drop this one out. Remove. These are the seats that I was using before. So we'll dump this one as well. Apply. And then we can save this one as V1. And what we'll do is we'll make this one the white one. Let's do like a little bit of an off-gray color. There we go. And we'll do the other one as red to show that, just to show the difference between the two. So this is the first one. Alright, so now we're going to be alternating the chairs. So we're just going to basically copy these guys over. I'm going to alternate them a little bit. Let's just quickly do this. Actually, let me do all of that. Copy this guy over, put him there and there, and maybe have the one there. Okay, and this is going to be all white. So when we place them in, it's going to look like a checkered pattern to some extent. Let's get this guy in here, that one there, this one there. We'll get another one there, another one there, and we'll get. Okay, so that's going to be good for that one. And then we'll just bury it again. Let's get the center row a little bit more populated. There we go, this guy came alone. They actually, Farooq over on YouTube say they should use carts for the race. They actually did do a kart race, but the theme was corporate ladder. So it was like you climbing the corporate ladder. That was kind of like the tongue-in-cheek reference to it. And they had people build a massive tower, and everybody build a level. And the idea was to use carts to go up and down the levels, or actually just to go up the levels. And the guy that won that challenge, because it was damn difficult to do, he spent about something like 100 and something hours to practice getting up that one, and then eventually he won, and there was like a sponsorship, and he won some stuff. So it was pretty cool, but yeah, that was crazy difficult. So yes, they have actually done the ladders. Let's grab an alternative one. Okay, this one. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got a little bit of a checkered pattern going. And we'll call this one V2, but we'll make it red just to show that there's a slight difference here. I don't know if we've got a red. No, we do have a red. In fact, that's the red seat color. Okay, so we'll save this guy. There we go. So now we can go swap out the other ones. And then we'll see how this looks. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend so far. Let me grab this guy. So we got V1 and V2, so we'll just alternate them basically. Squish them together. There we go. So that's version 1. Then we'll alternate it with version 2. Squish them. And then version 1. Okay, let's have a look and see how what this looks like. And I do want to grab this cart, or this kind of like advertisement in the back, just so we have something differently. Whoa, that's wrong. Copy that guy. And then we'll do it like that. So okay, we got a little bit of variation going here. I think that's cool. We'll grab this one again. One goes in there. And I think we'll change this to fixed logo, just a different one. We can do this one. No, not background. We want. No, that's wrong. Hold on. Cancel that. We want to have it like, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. So change to that, and I think like I don't want to do an orange background. We can maybe do. You know what? Let's do this. This is kind of like gonna fit quite nice. Doug, looking good. I can't hang out for lunch with fam, but saw the notification and wanted to see you. Doug, welcome. Thank you so much for jumping in. Enjoy your lunch with the fam. Sounds fun. Your diagonal railing, is that just using Catwalk embedded? No, it's not. Give me a second, I'll show you. Right, so let's see what colors we can do. We'll do this kind of like fix it that color, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one we're supposed to use here. Let's do Pioneer color. Okay, there we go. Catherine, hey, hello everybody. Hi. Right, so this is standard normal railing. But if you slap it onto stairs, it kind of morphs to fit it. So just adjust it so it will fit. So go there, see? Just bloop. Kind of stretches it out, and you can zoop it up the stairs, and there you go. Very handy. Katrine, we are doing the Coffee Cup event, and we're building a racetrack for them for upcoming community event. Quite a massive event. And our racetrack is in the Pink Forest, and this is obviously I'm in creative, so just building a racetrack basically. Thanks. I wanted to use it on a ramp, but I couldn't get it to sit on a ramp, like just a normal ramp, like this. I thought they worked on a ramp. Yeah, it's fine. I know, just try it again. It's good. Okay, let's swap this side out. No idea. Just try it again. You might have just missed something. Probably when you do it now, it's going to be perfectly fine. Just got done watching your copper YouTube video. How did you like it? It's a blueprint I've been working that I want to use in my in my phase 5 build. So that one is meant for the phase 5 stuff we're doing. But phase 5 is also going to be built in this area. So I hope you enjoyed that video. It wasn't a long one. It was a bit of a shorter one actually. Cancel this one out. This is number 2. We're going to go over to... Oh, is this number? Oh, we need number 2. I'm not going to go to number 2. Pretty swish. Sadly not using blueprints much myself right now. Good inspiration though. Well, why are you not using blueprints? Blueprints is the bomb. I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. Just slapping things down that look pretty decent, I think. V2. Okay, we're going to have to do V1 here. Now, blueprints have... like, I can't... Well, I suppose I can play Satisfactory without blueprints, but I would prefer definitely not to. Crawbacks over on YouTube, my man. I don't speak whatever that language is, like Polish or Russian or something. English, please, my man, English. Katrine, are we racing factory cars? No, we are not. We are racing Explorers, but this is a modded Explorer. It's damn fast. And it's also got hydraulics. Boom! Boom! So this thing is really, really fast. And it's got better grip, it's a race vehicle now, basically. Raymond on Twitch said no, I'm using them much, mostly to load balance, and my buildings are custom right now. Okay. Remember, you can always just build like I do, just have like sections that is blueprinted. But I kind of like do whenever I use blueprints, it's because something is going to be like, it's something that you're going to be repeating. So then I would want to have an option. Around YouTube, hey there, cool videos and projects you have. I recently saw your channel, almost all the videos watched. Oh, nice, thank you so much. And streams in general, cool idea with the rocket fuel. Okay, great, man. Continue the same way further. I will definitely do that. And hello from Moscow. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you are well. Alright, these colors look a little bit muted, so I'm gonna jack them up some. See if that looks a little better. Not much, a little better. I'm gonna keep these the same. I'm gonna grab one of these and I'm gonna plonk them in there. And okay, so there we go. So that's kind of done. What I do want to do is actually want to start from the beginning, and I want to get it right. So me and Watch That Industries, which is from YouTube, we made this little section here to see if we can have these available for corners, and they work actually quite well. So I'm going to try and continue on with them. There's the blueprint one. There we go. So we can have... I think he told me what these things are called, but for the life of me, I have no idea now. So we'll go like that, and then we'll just pull up those little gaps as well. And I'll show you guys in a moment how I'm going to do that. Quite simple actually. And let me change this blueprint because we're going to be using this one a lot, and I don't want to keep nudging it down. So we'll clear this out, load. Is it this thing? Yeah, it's that. We'll take this away, we don't need that anymore. And let me just rebuild this on the ground, just to make our lives so much easier. We'll grab a red one, just so I've got that. This one's a template. Come on, look with me. So, and we can now ditch all of these. Alright, let me just quickly smash them out. First time chat, Sarah's Factory. Sarah, how's it going? Sarah, I want to show you this. You might appreciate it. How do you like my at least our zone's in starting area, even though the guys are obviously going to be flying through it. I think I've got autosave. Or open. Perfect timing. It kind of crashed, guys. Sorry about that. Let me start it back up. Apologies for that. No idea why. Anyway, Sarah, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. These are amazing. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll give you a close-up now. I shared the blueprint, so you guys can grab that if you want it, or if you just want to see how it's if you want it in any capacity, it is available. All right, so let's continue here. Well, I'm glad you like it. Oh, here we are. So how much? Ooh, how much did we lose? Oh, okay, hold up. I'm gonna have to do this because if it's gonna be unstable, I don't want to lose 18 minutes of work every time. So we'll put it to 10 and we'll just see. Come on. Luckily I've got this blueprint saved, so it's gonna be really quick to swap them around. So I just did 2 versions, Sarah. There's this one here. And it's just a slight alteration of the ones that I already have. Just got a couple of friends there in the stands. And then a second version with just the seats rearranged, so when you stack them next to each other, you kind of like got this like checkered look. What up? Okay, let me quickly swap those around. And I was just about to start working on these little guys for the corners. But then Satisfactory got to be Satisfactory. Let's just quickly drop these guys out. Spectator version 1. There we go. Smack them in there. I can dip this one out. This is version 1, so let me grab version 2 again. And as soon as I place these, I'm just going to save it just to, I don't know, for my own sanity. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys are up to, sir. I haven't actually seen anything yet. Because I looked at your channel and I didn't see anything was streaming there, or maybe I just missed it. But I'll snoop around again. There we go. So the idea is to, you know what? Maybe I should do it more checkered board within one section. Even though the numbers are slightly off. I'm actually going to try and keep it very, very light. So they said that we had a limit on lights, and then they kind of revoked the limit because apparently in 1.2 that's going to be fixed. But we still need to just take it slow. So there's a lot of repetition in here, and I used to have railings in here with like little signs, but I've removed those. So I've already trimmed it down quite a bit. But this one is probably going to be the heaviest in the sense of my sign budget. But we're just going to be repeating. It's just basically going to be 2 versions, and we're going to repeat that across the board. I'm only going to do these stands here, and I've got that section over there, so I'm only going to do it there as well. I've not streamed. Sorry, over on Twitch. I have not started streaming the cup yet. I'm actually feeling super sick today. But I'm chugging away on my Jurassic Park build. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear you're sick. That sucks. Anyways, yeah, we'll see what the guys have to say. If they think the signs are too many, then I'll simplify this even more. But I do kind of want my little guys in here because they're so cool. And there's only 4 versions in white and 4 versions in red, and it obviously gets repeated across the board. Oh yeah, let me do this sign. Hope you feel better soon. Go over to 2. Then over on YouTube, Katrine, I was live streaming my new central storage this morning. Ooh, you should post a link in the Discord. I'd love to check it out. Oh, and we need to do this one at the end. And then Provax over on YouTube again. By the way, on the previous stream, one of the viewers asked about the cool tracks you've been playing. And you said you had them on Discord and joined the Discord, but I couldn't find them. No, I didn't say I have them on Discord. I said just tag me on Discord and I'll share it. And I did share it. I'm pretty sure it was like shared so everybody can see it. But yeah, just tag me on Discord and I'll just post it again if it's not available for everybody. Let's do... So I just want to make sure this is saved. Drake's... Yeah, just like that, it's going to be fine. Alright, so these guys are in. We can now go back and actually, we're pretty much where we were, so we didn't lose that much. And I wanted to, oh yeah, I wanted to do these guys, so let's just grab this one again. Nice little icon there, Sarah. So we'll do this one foundation width. I think obviously that would just make sense. So we can slap them onto the sides. This one's going, what's wrong? Oh, this one's out. Need one more on either side. It's kind of look like plastic with this bright color that they have at the moment. It really does look like actual plastic. So there. So these are called, I can't remember what Tundra was calling them, Watchdown Industries, when he was telling me about this yesterday. White, red, let's call them road edges. Because I want to send these off to him so that he has it as well. And we'll make the icon just a beam. There we go. Save that guy. Cool. And now we can quickly see if this is going to make our lives a little easier. Here we go. Oh yeah, so much. But I was okay. This is fine. This is still it's going to be fine, speed wise. And then we'll address these gaps that we're seeing in a moment. I just want to make sure this is on the corner. So it needs to be there. So this one is out. There we go. This one's also incorrect then. There we go. And alright, so these were the test ones, so we can just drop these as well. I think this is a blueprint. Yeah. Which I think the red-white pattern is now slightly different. Alright, this is still the single one that I used to fill the gap. I'm gonna swatch the memory up a little bit. There we go. I keep knocking my mouse, and then it looks like my guy's having a seizure or something. We're gonna have to adjust that one foundation here, just so. Okay, come back to that. Okay, looking good. Okay, then to cover the gaps, you're just gonna grab the red one and just nudge it back one, and we're gonna call it a day. First time chatter over on Twitch. Goddamn, I'm gonna try and pronounce your name. I'm just gonna call you Lefty. Hi, welcome. Hello, Jakes. Hello. Let's try and there we go. So I was gonna butcher your name if I even tried it. So.
A new follower emerged.
And we got a new follower.
Left eye dominant nice. Just followed.
Left eye dominant. Hello, hello. Oh my god, thank you, Sarah. We got a new follower. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. See, I'm so hyper focused on what I'm doing right now. I didn't even see the obvious left eye dominant. I did the exact same thing when I tried to pronounce their names. Thanks for the save there. Alright, so now we have a 1 meter going up here. So I'm gonna have to adjust this guy. Hey, come here, little bush. Come here. Okay, so we're gonna have to adjust it so that I can I think obviously making a template for that as well is gonna be worthwhile. Whitestone Industries over on YouTube. How goes? Hey, my man. How's it going? That's my partner in crime for this project. I'm doing very well, thanks. I just started streaming. I'll put this guy in here. Whitestone, what do you call these things again? You told me yesterday, but I can't remember. How am I gonna align these guys up? Okay, so that kind of works. So we, because now the outside was easy, but the inside is now a little trickier because if I place it like that, for instance, I can have some Z fighting in here. A rumble strips, thank you so much. Thank you. Now I know. So, I suppose we need these rumble strips on the outside and the inside. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. I'm sorry, I just answered my own question there. So yeah, you can see these foundations overlap quite a bit, which is going to make it interesting for placing these ones. You know what we can do? We can place them regardless, and we can just paint them if we need to, and that's going to make this process a hell of a lot less painful. So we're going to have a little bit of overlapping here, but yeah. Crush him, crush him, crush him. Over on YouTube. What's up, Jake? Not much. I am doing stuffs and things. Things and stuffs. Now we're building a racetrack for upcoming community event. It's kind of a fun little challenge because it's I don't often get to play extensively in a creative world, and it's kind of fun. I like it. And we, like I said, we are making a racetrack. We might have to make shorter versions of these things for the sharper turns, but we'll see if this is going to work for now. They are usually for track limits on the corners. Okay, perfect. So we only need them on the corners then, obviously. Luckily they go underneath the platform. So we'll just pick a color here to avoid the Z fighting, even if it doubles up. There we go. Okay, that's not bad. Always fun to do stuffs, yes, along with things. Okay, so we want to continue this little section going around. And best way I found to do this always is you get it as close as you can to one of the foundations, but always leave a little bit of a gap there. And I'll show you guys in a moment why I leave the gap. So I'm going to skip another foundation and just try to line it up with that foundation. Place 2 because that's foundation length. And then you grab your little magic beam on the edge, free mode, go to the corners, nudge that bad boy in. And do the same on the other side. And then you get a pretty decent curve going. Watch those YouTube. A bit later here, I will be starting on the massive bridge. Oh, cool. So Whitestone is going to do us a massive bridge right over there, like a really big one. So that should be interesting. And there's going to be a little surprise on that bridge. But that's for later. You're going to have to keep some mystery going. Okay, this is kind of shaping up. And it's going fairly quickly. Watch them get over on YouTube. Since it's a huge section, I think I should be in it early on. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good call. Your call, you do it. Let's actually... No, let's do this. That sounds like a plan. It's probably going to be quite a chunky build, that bridge, but it should be interesting. You say you're going to make a suspension bridge, right? Alright, looking snazzy. So we don't need these on straight, so we can actually leave that incline as is. Because apparently these little thingies is only meant for indicating corners. Yep, a full suspension bridge. Nice. Let's quickly continue on this side as well. This one's going to be a little trickier. Okay. Feels like I'm making progress. Also going to try and go as quick as possible just to get through this like nitty-gritty kind of work. Anyone else currently playing Satisfactory? Because I tend to, when I play, I have it open on the side whilst I'm playing, looking at somebody else playing. Wonder how many other people do the same thing. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I need to do the inside. So let's grab this guy again. So it's going to be a little bit finicky. Curves are kind of all over the place. So we'll pick one color and we'll just kind of like stick with that just to avoid the Z fighting it. Still overlapping a little bit. I just don't want the flickering. You know what, let's try this. And then we can go with the red again here. I used to do it in dock stream, be recording and have his stream on the background. Yeah, I do that all the time. Still do that. We can drop this one. Right, do we have any more? Like, okay, so we kind of need a white one in here because it's a bit of a big block. And then we'll dump this one. Okay, that's fine. And okay. Let's see if we can do something here. That's fine. So wherever I see one of these kind of like sticking out, I'm just going to eliminate it. Just to avoid potential Z-filing. Okay, it's not too bad. Could be better, but it's not bad. Oh, we need to cover this gap. So we'll do the white one so we don't have any issues. And it's a bit of a big. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Hold on. So we'll do this, and then we're gonna do, because there's only a few. We can just do this. And hopefully is that gonna a little bit of okay, hold on, other way around, and we'll do this one just like a half a note, and then we'll do those two red just to kind of hide it. Not massively successful, but okay, it's okay for now. So the thing that I want to do is this should be at least a 4-meter gap to keep these corners nice and clean. Because the thing is, you want to put a 4-meter pillar in there, and you'd rather have a little bit more space than not enough space. Otherwise they're going to be sticking out. It should be more than... Oh, damn it. It should be more than 4. So if it's more than 4 meters, then this one will look good. But obviously if it's going to be overlapping, then you're going to see it on that corners there. Oh, that's just perfect. 100% planned. Wow, these actually fit quite nicely. Oh, okay. Like the plan comes together. Hey, big boy. Oh, big boys. Well, actually, no, big boy and then small boy. I'd step on him. Screwed. Is that gonna be fine? I think so, maybe. Right, we're almost done with this. It's getting a little tedious now. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do this. Maybe this speeds up our things a little bit instead of, yeah, less steps, I think. Should have done that from the beginning, to be honest. Okay, so the one thing though is we need to got a couple of gaps in here. So I'll quickly fix this because this doesn't look good. One thing you need to kind of like keep in mind is that you don't want the players who are going to play here to be able to choose your track. So you don't want them to just drive off here and then link up with the track there and then go off in that direction. So we're going to have to do some sort of maybe barricade or something. At least at crucial areas. So the thing is, if they won't be able to get far if they drive off here on the left hand side, which is fine then. But we do need to kind of block it off. I don't necessarily want to block like right next to the track. I want to keep the illusion of it's fine. But we can just kind of extend this curve a little bit. But with this new mod I've got loaded here, I can maybe do something interesting. So I'm just kind of thinking, what can we do? And also don't want to do like a crazy amount of items. Also want to restrict yourself to having a little less, to be honest. Juggler over on Twitch. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? Maybe if one will use this track tomorrow. Yeah, it's looking nice, huh? Kind of nice. Quick blueprint some track guards. I kind of was thinking Whitestone to place it over here and just kind of like block this area off where it's obvious where they might take a chance, and have like a high guard. But it's kind of like, my thinking is this will be like a rail guard for this corner, but it's also meant to block them from just going to that direction. So I'm not sure what to do there. First race of 2026 tomorrow for F1, so was surprised to see building a racetrack. Yeah, this is for a community event that's going to be upcoming at some point. So I'm trying to think what we're going to do here. We could do like, I think a fence, some sort of fence will at least be realistic in the sense that that's something you could expect to see. And let's try something quickly here. So we're going to clear this guy. And so let's say from a bend we can go out, what's this, 4 pillars, 2, 3, 4, and then from here you want to do some sort of fence. So let's change this to concrete pillars. I have no idea how big the fence should be, like how wide. Let's do it like that rather. So I'll do 3 for now, and so something like that, and then have fairly high fence, maybe like 3 high. And to reduce the item count, I want to just possibly just use this thing. So let me get a foundation here so I can just snap it to the correct place. So I want to snap it onto the beam where it actually can travel. what I mean by that is, you can see here, you can kind of place it anywhere there, but as soon as you put a foundation there, then it will snap to the absolute correct position. So we'll zoom this across. Do another one. So initially I'm thinking 3i. And then we can just have some sort of bracing pillar. See if I dress this up a little bit. So something like that, so we can use this point to snap to any one of those angles that we do. Let's dump this. And then we'll see if we can make these corners kind of like match up a little bit. So we'll just try this one. So we'll call this barrier 1. Because we might do something else as well. We'll fence it, save it. Let's quickly just do a normal save, just in case we do get a crash. Although the autosaves are game so quick, we might as well just increase the frequency of the autosave and not have to worry about this anymore. So then the idea is to basically just aim for, kind of want to aim for this pillar. Not sure why it doesn't want to snap now. Oh, it's in blueprint mode, no wonder. Fine, do what I want to do. Do what I want you to do. Okay, we'll do it onto the foundation then. So something like this, and then we just have to figure out how to position them. So that kind of works. Oh, this one's too high. So have it like that. So when you have a vehicle, obviously we're gonna have to block this off somehow as well. And let's say somebody wants to, obviously gonna have to test this extensively. So Watson, do you think maybe something on the track itself, like over here? Like right on the track, as opposed to what I'm doing now? So let me just, I'll turn this around just so we can kind of see. So more like this, around, let's call it sensitive areas. Does it not go vertical? No, it doesn't. That would be easier than the hill. So what we can do though is we can kind of take this one, go out about anything close to 8 meters. We can actually place these guys on top of them. Keep it out. So we can kind of act like this is like a barrier. The orange bit here. So this is what I do sometimes for other kind of like curvy areas. So you kind of still keep going out 8 meters, but you just, or you go slightly over 8 meters. And then you snap to the edge of this item. So hold on, I haven't done it with fences yet. Oh, you do it like this. So go out on free mode to wherever the curve makes sense, just above 8 meters, so like that, and then that's how you can kind of perfectly line these guys up every time in a fairly quick manner. And then just delete this one again and nudge it down, so there you go, like a perfect corner every time. And anything close to 8 meters will be fine because you're going to be replacing it. First time chat, and we've got raiders. It's Kylie B. Hi, welcome guys. I hope you're all doing good. I hope we are making racetracks. Welcome people. Glad you can have that for you guys to be here. For the first time chat from Raider. Let me show you. This is what we're doing. We're doing a little racetrack, a little zoom thingy magic. Someone thought it looked interesting. Well, I'm glad it looked interesting. That's very much the idea. We're gonna try and make it look interesting. We're gonna try and make it drive interesting or race interesting. I'm not gonna say that word now. Interesting. There we go. So for now, because this is a community event, we're trying to make it so that the tracks can't be cheesed, or at least not too much. And this is kind of what I'm testing right now. And the vehicles we're going to be using, very fancy, are these ones, but these are modded ones, and they're quite fast. And the idea is you don't want them to climb out of the track. So we're going to try and do that, whilst making it look very cool and very fancy. So this is the first attempt, like it's kind of like a test that I'm doing right now, just to see how can we, in a fairly quick, effective, and good-looking manner, make it so that these guys can't bypass our track that we work so hard on. Do you have a way to tilt those fences at an angle with mods, of course? You probably could. I'm not overly familiar with mods because I usually don't play with mods, except for this event to speed up construction. We are using some mods. But I'm pretty sure you can angle this with infinite nudge. But don't ask me how. But I'm pretty sure it can be done. Sure, we can make this less than 8 meters. Go away. So we'll do like that. Gonna snap this guy on top of it. A roof. Also, kind of, I want to minimize the amount of items we do use, just because this is like this area that we're building the track on. This is sector 11 or zone 11. Like this is my border in which I can operate in, and this is my starting area with my ending area over there. And we don't want to go too crazy with items because everybody else is also going to be building stuff. So, but let me test that idea view first. Just want to see it. You mean like this? I mean, it's not a bad idea. Pretty solid idea. Looks interesting. I'll be honest. It actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna leave it in there for now, and we'll see what happens. But that was a good idea. Thank you so much. Absurd Gamer, welcome. Looks pretty good. Thank you. I appreciate it. We are trying our very best. But I do like the roof idea. It's nice for a little corner, especially if you really don't want them to get out of your area. So that's actually solid idea. For that suggestion. The cool thing is we don't have to worry about this section because they can't really go anywhere.
A new follower emerged.
And we have a new
Eclipse Chris
follower.
just followed.
Eclipse, thank you so much. Gotta run for food. Enjoy your food. I hope it's something awesome. I'm sure most other builders will be using that one. Using what? What's that?
A new follower emerged.
And we have another follower.
TC333 just followed.
Welcome, TC. Let me double check if I got your name correct, yeah? I hope so. But yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. I hope we can provide you with some form of entertainment. Let me just open up my... Sorry guys, I'll tab for a second because I don't want to miss people. TC333, welcome, 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 and thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. Let's continue, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Okay, so we'll just do a wall down here just to kind of like wrap this area up. Let's snap it to the fence so I can kind of line it up a little bit. So zoop that bad boy down. Okay, this corner is actually looking quite nice. Are you getting pizza? Nice, dude. Enjoy. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Just a smidge. I keep knocking my mouse. Alright, let's just kind of make this entrance look somewhat decent. And then we can move on to the rest. I am kind of, in the back of my mind, I keep thinking, ooh, item count, item count, item count. But if it's really bad, we'll make a plan. Okay, so... Alright, so that's really looking good. That's going to block them going there. We're just going to have to take it on up to this point. We'll do something else as soon as the corner is done. But this is quite chuffed with this. This is looking nice. Infinite nudge. Yeah, we might need that one watch then for some of the items that can't really tilt to force them to tilt, because that is a vanilla friendly mod. Because you can use it and then take it off, and then people with vanilla games can play on the stuff that you make using Infinite nudge. Just clarity for if somebody was wondering. So there. Right, this turn is looking nice. So they absolutely cannot get out of there. If they do, then I think they deserve it. I'm just going to continue this on, and then we'll wrap up this fence. And then move on to the next section, which is going to be interesting. It's vanilla friendly as long as you stay away from scaling. Yes. They said we can use infinite nudge as long as we don't scale. So we can absolutely do that. So think, you know what, let's do something else here, because they'll be able to skip a big section if they can get through here. And I also want to do something that's a little bit more item count friendly. We'll leave those in there. And I think we'll just do like a fairly big wall here, or like some sort of wall. Sad, I wanted to make a massive billboards. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly. That kite's not gonna fly. That might just be a little bit too taxing. Alright, let's just clear out this brush a little bit. I wonder, let me just extend the road actually, instead of adding these things in here. Let's just do this. It's gonna make a bit more sense. And let's see if I can reduce the item count here by... Maybe we don't need it to overlap. Kinda have to. This one will go in to about there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll keep that one in there. And I just want to do something here to, because this looks a little bit naked. Yeah, let's extend this a little bit. Push it over so that, kind of like that. Okay, then we'll use the pillars here. I'll just do a section like this. Come on, give me what I want. You know what? Let's go up to that point. Take the beam out, and then just try and connect these nicely. Actually, I need to do it from the other side. There we go. And I'm just going to extend this one so I can see how to line it up. That should do it. Just kind of eyeballing that bad boy. There we go. Check these out now. This one out. And just to connect these, prevent a gap, I'm going to do the same little beam trick. I think from here we'll just go dip straight down here. I don't really want to touch anything there. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, hold on. I'll just do probably like that. Get our beam out. Angle doesn't matter too much. And just go straight down. That will be fine for now. Right, so then our first section is pretty much done. I'll run this, okay, let's dump this section here. That whole bit there. And we'll go straight up from here to Let's just have a look here. I can probably do the middle of that archway. I'll find something to target. There we go. That looks nice. Looks really nice, actually. Let's see if I can do something here. Do those little ramps, or those little, what do you call them? Yeah, ramps. We could, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Hold on. Got an idea. Just make it a little more interesting. Hold on, let me just change this slightly. Actually, no, we can turn this, we can paint this concrete, and then it should match. Where's my materials? We'll do this one under number 7. Yeah, there we go. I'll take this one out because that's going to touch the wall or that pillar. So the wall needs to be here, but I'm not particularly happy about the way that it looks. Let's try and spice it up a little bit. We'll give it a splash of color. There we go. This little edge might just do the trick. Yeah, I'll revisit this at some point again, and then we'll just block this section off to prevent shenanigans. Yeah, the little orange barrier looks kind of nice. You can still see what's going on there, but it's not that bad. Duckbill, like the little trick I made. Do you want me to demonstrate it again, or did you get it? Because that's how you get these kind of joints on the corners. Otherwise, they look really bad. Check from now, super detailed later. Yeah, I think you're right. We'll do like a detailed pass afterwards. Don't crash your pass. Oh, why is it? Why don't I think one of these mods are? One of the mods is not playing with us. because I didn't get this yesterday. I'm gonna remove some of them and just kind of test it. Because the only ones I need. Sorry guys, we've got to crash again. I'll be back. I'm gonna get it back in a moment. Apologies for this. Take that one off. Take that one off. So I just want to double check because I'm trying to prevent this from happening again. So please bear with me. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this. We got two mods that we recently added. I don't know if that's the culprit, but I'm launching the game now, so I'll be back in a moment. Show off the build. 1 second, please. Excited. While I try to resuscitate Satisfactory here. Hey, excited. I'm glad to have you in the stream, my man. Nice to see you over on YouTube, on the tubes. Come on, launch. Launch. Sorry guys, give me a second. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. Right, game's launching. Excited. I basically only did the entrance. So from the starting point, and then I've got like my little stand there. I don't know if you saw that. We'll show that now. And we've laid out the track how we're going to do it. So once I'm happy with the entrance, we can start moving on to the next bit. I do have a standby screen. I just didn't switch to it because I didn't think about it. Like, so apologies for that. I've got this one and I forgot about it. But, so, apologies for that. Excited, here we go. So we had to build like a little barrier, defend the guys from cheesing this corner. There we go. And then we've got our little rumble corners. And then it goes up to at least zone 11's starting position. So that's kind of what we're going for with this little section. And then we've got our spectators. They're quite happy to be here. And then from here, this is kind of like where I'm at the moment. So we just literally started right now. Well, that's pretty much where we are right now. Right, so now I need to figure out what I'm going to do here. So now I need to just kind of lay out the track. And the one thing I want to test is to see if I can actually make a loop and to see if the cars can do it. So I was thinking the loop can be perfect right here. Do like a little loop. And I think with infinite nodes you can probably do this quite easy. But I might just use pillars for the flexibility it gives you. So let's try and do a loop right on this section. And let me smack down a blueprint maker Mark 3 here. Actually no, that's going to be in the way. Let me put it over here. And I'll kind of line it up with the road, more or less. So I'm very curious if this is going to work or if it's going to be a colossal waste of time. So let me just save this again. You did get the memo about the sign limits. Yes, I did. The sign limitations have been lifted to some extent. There's only 8 variations of these signs across the board. So this is I already trimmed this down to a bit more of an acceptable level. There's an even more simplistic version of this one if we need to switch to it, so that is available. I don't have it right here, not right now. But yeah, so alternatively, if this is too much, we can just kind of like do this and just make them black and white, which then reduces the 8. Well, it's going to be what? So there's 4 versions, and then there's 4 in red, so that's 8. And then we've got this the red version and the red version. Oh, sorry, the red and the white. So that's 10. So we can take 10 versions down to 2 and only have empty seats basically. So I'm well aware of the science limitation, but apparently from what Doug was sending to me, the 1.2 resolves the sign limitation potential issue. So they said for now they're going to lift the sign limitations, but we still obviously should not go crazy. So as for signs, this section, and these are all just repeats of each other, should be okay. I'm saying that with a massive caveat. But if we need to reduce this, I can drastically change it without, yes, 1. No, 1. I don't know. Probably 1.2 experimental. I have no idea. I didn't ask that much then. I don't know. Maybe somebody's got some inside info. Anyway, so let's see if we can do the loop, and then over on Twitch, Bob Lee 1985. Hello, hi, welcome. So, Watchstone, what do you think? Should I try and do the loop? Because if it's gonna work, it's gonna be pretty cool. But I don't know if it's gonna work, and I don't know how big I should make it. Actually, you know what? We can quickly test it out, because yeah, they probably have some inside info. Okay, let's actually do this. We can test this out. A very crude test. I wasn't aware there was a sign limit. Yes, there is a sign limit, because let me explain it to you the way that I explained to me. If you have this one sign here, which is just a white one, you can have, yeah, I'm going to use that one Watchstone, the curve bubble. You can have 1,000 of these signs. That's fine, like as in like just the white. But having the white and having like 1, 2, 3, 4 variants of that white sign 1,000 times, that's a problem. So having a ton of variants of signs is an issue, not having a lot of signs. So if you're going to have a lot of signs, so originally they said there's going to be a limit of 15 variations on your signs. I believe that has been slightly lifted now, or at least maybe there's a bit more of a budget. But we'll see. But keep it in mind, don't go nuts with the signs, because you most likely will have to reduce it if it gets crazy. Okay, so let's see if this is going to work now. So we'll do this one, and I'm not overly familiar with this tool, so let's see if I can work it. So there we go, and so that's pretty much the idea. So we'll put this one, okay, damn it, I need to, no, don't go away, damn it. So that's the idea. So we're going to do a couple of these circles, and then I'm going to break them away so they make like a corkscrew going around, and I have absolutely no idea if this is going to work. No bricks with signs, hell no. No, please don't do bricks with signs. If you want to do bricks, do this maybe, because bricks with signs is just gonna kill the server. So let's see if we can quickly, let me see how I'm gonna do this. I think it's probably gonna be the best way to quickly do it. And I am extremely curious to see if that vehicle's gonna make it. It's definitely got the power and the speed for it. I'm not sure if Satisfactory's physics is just gonna completely bomb out now. I don't think so. I think it's might work, guys. And if it does, it's gonna be amazing. Excited. What's your prediction with this one? Are we gonna crash and burn, or are we gonna go down in the annals of Satisfactory legend? Okay, so we'll quickly, let's see where this is gonna pop out. So this is gonna pop out here, so we'll take these out. And then we'll go, oh, this is gonna be cool. Dude. Look at this bad boy. And if you dress it up, it's gonna look even nicer. Okay, let's get some predictions going there. Katrina, I'm using a mod. I'll show you in a second what it is. Alright, can we get some predictions? Yes, I'm gonna make it. No, I'm gonna crash and die. So obviously I'm gonna be... I am gonna crash and die because I didn't complete the loop, but I first want to see if it's gonna be working. Crash. Sarah immediately crashed. The lack of faith in my skills is, I think it's warranted. Absolutely. Whitestone, I started streaming last week. I don't know how to do a poll. I'm not going to figure it out now, so just type it, please. Alright, we're doing a manual poll here. We're doing an old school poll. Just write it on a piece of paper, send it to me with a dove or something. Fax it to me. If only burning would be an option. Actually, speaking of that, we do have a burning option, and I'll explain in a moment what the hell that is. Okay, let's fucking send it. Suck it, Sarah. Oh, that's perfect. In fact, I can make it even bigger than this. Sorry, I didn't mean to say sucker. I got very excited there. Oh, this is so good. Okay, Katrine. Okay, no, hold on. Let me. So we're gonna go around this way, and we're gonna get spat out on this side. So let me quickly open up a hole here. That just works so damn good. No stealing my ideas, huh? You guys didn't see anything. The mod is really good. Yeah, they upped everything on that mod. They upped the grip, the steering, the acceleration, the speed, all of it. I've got a sneaky suspicion we're going to be seeing loops on all the tracks now. Katrina, I haven't forgotten about your question. I'll show you now how I do this. I'm just kind of excited to see if I can actually do the loop and go through it. Can we get somebody to clip that, please? Because that was awesome. Okay, so we're gonna come up here. Okay, we need a little bit more track, otherwise we're not going to be very forgiving. No, I don't want you to do that. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to go around, and we're going to come out this side. So let's give ourselves a little bit of room here. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. In fact, let's break it up a little more. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Do it. Roller coaster segment on the map would be fun. Roller coaster segment inbound. I nailed it first try. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, that's so good, but I'm definitely going to make it bigger. I'll play with it a little bit. And we'll see what's the max we can put it out to, but yes. Okay, Katrine, you were asking about that mod. So you can grab, kind of like, let's grab this road. And the mod's called, Whitestone, help me out here, what's the mod called? Curve Builder, I think it is. So anyway, so you switch to curve, and then you see on the left hand side it says zoom angle, blah blah blah. So when you click here, you got this little blue line, and if you hold control, you can kind of like scroll your mouse and you can determine what angle you want something to be at. If you press R, you can even do like, let me see if I can do it now. No, it's an Alt. Yeah, so you can even do circles and quickly build, how do I change this again? Oh, plus or minus. So you can do it like this. So it does all the hard work for you, which obviously saves a hell of a lot of time. Now, all that I did was I basically used that to, so put it to the side. There we go. And then when you switch to the, oh, actually I see you can do the circle. Oh, this is going to be a hell of a lot easier. So, oh, there we go. This is much easier. So you can do the circle mode. Just snapping it to a different point will change your axis. Okay, so here we go. So now it's actually really super easy to make this. But, nailed it. I've got 2 for 2. I hope that helps. Curve Builder, thank you so much. Curve Builder, there we go. Thank you, Watchstone, appreciate it. So let's make this now interesting, since conceptually it works 100%. We can now try and see if we can push the limits a little bit. All right, Blueprint Maker, I suppose you can go as well. Now let's see. So if the guys come out here, so what I actually want to do is I want to have them go through here, then do the loop over here where they have a lot of speed, so they can complete the loop, and then this road will go through the loop out to that direction. So that's kind of like what I had in mind originally. There we go. I bet you can bend the loop to be a proper track loop. Let's test that quickly. Because the one thing that me and you were saying is we want to do embankments. And I think if you... let's switch to... So we'll do the concrete one again. So I think Whitestone, if I understand you correctly, I think you're probably talking about this. And I think you might be correct. No, I don't want that. There we go. So we'll get an angle. We'll just do it like this. And then you can do your embankment like this. Perfect, there we go. And then all you need to do is just kind of play with it to get the angle right. So it's just got a whole lot more interesting all of a sudden. Okay, let me focus on the one thing first, so we can do the loop. Oh, damn it. No, don't do that. Still getting used to this damn mod. Go away. You little bastard. There we go. Before we do it again. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to have a big speed section here. Right off the bat. And just come out swinging, basically. As far as track design is going to go. My first thing would be to cut the track halfway up the loop. Cut the track halfway up the loop. So I want the guys to do a full loop because it's really cool to be able to pull it off. Would be even cooler if this mod was first person. If they add the first person driving mod, that would have been so cool. And I ran out of coffee, that's lovely. Okay. Alright, so you would be able to cut the track. You mean the loop? What? You're talking about the loop? One more. So I'm thinking I'll probably go straight here. This might actually, no, this might be too close. Let's try and let's try and bring it over. So probably something like that. So I'm wondering how big we should make. Maybe 2. Oh, I like this song. Watch the on YouTube. Can't have a track through the loop because the first thing it would do is fall off. On, oh yes, before they cut the route. You're 100% correct. Unless you encase the track so that this track cutting through is actually a circle or a tunnel, then they can't do jack. You can do that perhaps, or just like a imagine like building a bus, but just an enclosed one, just a straight through, so that they specifically can't do that. So in other words, so if we go over here, let's say this is going to be the one we're going to use. We can literally just block the thing off and just avoid that entirely. So that is an excellent point you made. And then we might even use the glass roof so you can see the, oh, you can even see the track then if you go through it, or if you drive through this section. Where's the glass roof? No, I want a glass roof. Yeah, you mean the other way? Okay, we can test it, but I see what you mean. And you bring up very valid points. So you can do it like that, and you could even like, you know what? To avoid that, what you're talking about now, which I think is to fall on here and then to do something, is just make it so that the guys can't do that, or at least it's going to be extremely difficult. So you can do this pointed roof. And then we'll try and glitch it as much as we can. But even if they do manage it, which I would assume some of them would be able to, we can always then, wherever they fall off or onto, we can try and make it so that they don't get a massive advantage. But if they manage to do it because they're risking it, then they might as well be rewarded for it. I can see it will be the cut track tester. Yes. Okay, so let's get the loop going again. But the thing is, this might be way too big. We'll see how. Let's first see how far we can push it, and how big the loop can be. And then maybe if we go to the max amount, we'll just bring it back a little bit to prevent just to be we don't want to be unfair when it comes to doing this. I want to do, let's go right underneath it. Actually, you know what, let me put this one in the middle, because this is going to be the center of the loop. And then we can have this guy sit there. And then we H it in position. Plus, that's, I think that's way too big. Goddamn. You know what, let's try it. I don't know. This mod makes it so damn easy. Wow. Really. Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick test to see how far I'm going to get up that section. I'm so glad this works. Okay, we'll do those as well. Oh, okay. That might be asking too much now. But let's see. I mean, it's only one way to find out. Right, so this guy can apparently do 200 kilometers an hour, so I think if we, I'm going to leave the HUD on so I can see the speed, and hopefully we can see if we can actually get to that speed. And let's just see how far we're going to get. 142, 170, basically almost 200. Easy. Easy. We can even make it bigger. God damn, that was so easy. Right, now I need to delete all of these again. Pity you can't target them like a blueprint, but it's fine. Like, this is going to be one hell of an intimidating loop for those who see it the first time. So that's up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 more. And then increase the size again. Now I'm almost thinking this might now be too much. Wow, that is actually massive. Let's try it. I mean, how else are we gonna know if it's gonna work? But this kind of feels like I'm pushing it way too much now. Alright, let's just kill this. No, I don't want to remove that middle bit. That's my marker. Watch then if this works, dude. It's gonna be legendary. Hold on. I think 3 wide should do it. And then I'm just gonna cut it entirely because I just want to see if I can get back here basically. Oh, hell's yeah. Where's my car? This is seriously intimidating. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Alright. And I easily got up to 200. Easy. You gotta back it up. It's a pity you can't hold in the handbrake and like rev it a little bit. Doesn't wanna do that. Okay. Right, send it. One, 212, 215. Oh my word. I don't have words. This car is amazing. Actually, in fact, I want to try and do a second loop now. Like, I want to do it twice. I don't think it's going to work because I'm going to lose speed when I fall off that bump. This is crazy. I want the first person mod now. So just holding it in. Yeah, obviously. No, this is ridiculous. What? I think the grip is a little bit too good on this car. I think we need to speak to the developers. Can we get corporate on the line? Oh, how's it going, dude? You see the insanity we're up to here. I think those grip tires are next level. Okay, so let's test the lower end of this. But it's going pretty good, man. I'm just kind of like testing loops here. It's working pretty damn good. It's almost working too good. Whee! Actually, you know what? I'm trying something else then. How do you like my loopy-loop? So let me do this and this. I wonder, this car's got such damn good grip, whether my barrier is actually going to keep the guys from choosing this course. Although I think the roof section we added is going to make it so that they... I think it's unlikely. with the amount of grip this car has, I think there's going to be a fair amount of cheese going on. But oh no! Damn it! So yeah, so we got loops, and the loop is gonna go. So yeah, watch that. If the cars fall onto here, let me. Where can I build this guy? Prevent the cheese. With the grip of the car being so crazy, I think this could be a problem. But then if they, no, I'm stuck. Okay, the grip, yeah, the wheels work better when they actually touch something. Let's delete this guy. Okay, anyways, So we got our little loop-to-loop going here. Now the question is, sorry guys, I'm just give me a moment just to think about how I'm going to approach this. So let me get the loop sorted first, and yeah, okay. Let's just quickly dump this out. So my mind is racing now with ideas and things I want to test and try and make. And I'm wondering if we actually shouldn't make the damn loop bigger so that it's actually a challenge. Because at the moment it isn't it isn't much of a challenge. But it's pretty damn cool. Okay, so when the guys come down this section, hold on, let me just check something. So if they're going to come down this road, I want the entrance for the loop to be over here, I think. Castle Goat 42 over on YouTube. What if you start at the lowest speed? Will 100 kilometers still make it with those tires? Good question. Let's try it out. So I think the amount of grip is a little excessive obviously on this mod, but I think we're gonna have to work within the bounds of that. So let's say we're on this line, so let's see if we can do 100. Okay, 115, 100, 100-ish, 99. Yeah, easy. The thing is you can't really see to steer. That's the only difficulty about it. Actually, you know what? Come on. I don't know, this might need to be addressed a little bit. Like, it's a little ridiculous actually now. Yeah, we might have an issue. Is this a Spider-Man car? What the hell's going on here? Who designed this car? So it does have a limitation at some point, but any amount of momentum. You don't even need 100. You need like anything more than about 15. Now let's see how slow I can go. At 60. So it looks like you need about 70 maybe. So we'll try about 80, 50, 70, 40. Yeah, looks so about 80 plus kilometers. And then yeah, this is the one thing we were trying to prevent. Let's try the tractor. Okay, Frank, let's do it. You know, the first one we need to try, actually. Hold on. And we all know this is going to fail, but we definitely need to just try it at least. What am I missing? Rotors, really? Wait, where's my numpad? Oh, there we go. 15? Ah, 500, whatever. I think we have to try this one first, isn't it? We'll do all of them. I'll even do the truck. Let's go, little cart. Whee! Take me in you. Oh, which way? No, that one in inventory. There we go. And for safety, there we go. I'm not expecting a lot from this little guy. I want you. Past 50 and I didn't die. That's good. That's actually brilliant. King Guava over on Twitch. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are participating in a community event where we're going to have a massive racetrack, and then other teams are building all over the world. Well, over this world. And the one thing we're doing little loop-de-loops, and we just saw that the vehicle we're going to be using for the race has insanely grippy tires. So, tractor. And we're just going to testing a few things now. Thank you, Ada.
Tractors.
Thank you, Ada. Go bye. Bye, 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 bye. I need to back this baby up a little bit. I don't think we're going to have to get the speed for that. Hell yeah. Alright. Send it. Let's go, little tractor. 70. Oh my word. Okay, it's not even going. I don't even think we can get more speed, to be quite honest. We'll try it again. Hold on. Let's get a little bit more speed. I don't even know how fast this thing's gonna go. Here we go. Let's go. I'm definitely gonna try the tractor as well. You know what? I think and we have to try the cyber wagon as well. Let's get some speed going. We need a slooped up tractor, 100%. 69, of course, 69 is the max speed of this vehicle. That just makes 100% sense. Let's go, little tractor. Ah, he's failed. Okay. Thank you, tractor. You were a good sport, but off to oblivion for you. All right, so let's try the. No, I don't want to search stuff. I want to get the truck. Is that gonna fit though? Oh. We need 88 miles an hour. Absolutely, we need 100%. We need 88 miles an hour. This truck can do like 88 miles an hour. 87. 89. Let's go. It's got a fat ass. She's not gonna get up there. She's got a fat ass. It ain't gonna happen. Right, so obviously we know the next one is definitely gonna be able to do this. And we're gonna have to back up all the way. Let's back up. Gotta back up. Keep on backing up. Keep on backing up. And cyber wagon. Oh hell yeah. The neck levels. Okay, I forgot about the bloody square wheels. Oh my word. Okay, let's see. Oh, and Buster, we know already. Send it back to the factory. We can't have this. Alright, so apparently this thing is actually quite damn fast, so. Send it! Oh my word, these square wheels! Oh my god, yeah, typical. Fail straight out of the gate. Come on, Cyberback. Doesn't this thing steer the opposite way? Or something stupid like that? Okay, this is Cyberwagon fail. At least the handbrake worked. Oh my word, this is so bad. Okay, Cyberwagon. You guys know we have to do this. Just imagine he exploded. Okay, yeah, so coming back to our contender. Yeah, this thing is crazy. not even touching the controls now. Whee! Alright, let's this kind of poses a bunch of potential issues, as in you can yeet this thing out to probably anywhere, but we can easily remedy that by I should probably have done this before. We can make this side glass so that they can't do that, which means at least they'll be able to get out and on the path that we want them to get out, which is going to be over yonder. No, actually, sorry, over here and then left. Yeah, so they're supposed to go left here. So if we glass this guy up on the side, that could work. That could work. Okay, let's put another layer in here, and damn it, I lost the middle point, but it's fine. We can quickly figure this out. There we go. Is that? Oh yeah, nailed it first try. Perfect. All right, so we've got 2 foundations on that side. Actually, we need to get. All right, so this thing started off skewed. So let's get this outside right. So let me actually build this loop, and we're gonna dump all of these guys. It'll take me a minute to do this. Actually, let me just target this. It's going to be easier. Can you give yourself a card or ticket? Nope, can only use something right. Oh, it only goes. Oh, so the cyber wagon only right and slightly right. I used to work better, but then coffee stain broke it. Okay. Because I remember when I tested it the first time, it was damn fast, but it was very uncontrollable, but you could still do something with it. Anyways. So unfortunately the Explorer works a little bit too good with the loop. MGS Genesis, hey man, how's it going, dude? Thanks for, welcome to the stream rather. And thanks for the chat. Nice to see. Okay, we want to keep that one in there. Hope you are doing well. And welcome to my little corner of the internet. I'm pretty good now. We had a lot of fun testing out the Explorer on this loop-de-loop. And it worked, I suppose, excessively well. If that's a way to describe it accurately, to the point where I'm actually gonna have to keep in mind that it's so damn good that if people want to cheese the track with the amount of grip that car has, they can actually do it very easily. And we know how the people are when they I mean, what was that with Corporate Ladder? The guys were just finding ways around and about in extremely creative ways. So anyways, this is the loop I'm trying to make here, and like I say, it was extremely easy for the car to do this loop, and I thought this was way too big, but in fact, you know, you can almost go bigger, but at some point it's going to become a little redundant. So for now, I'm just trying to see how I'm going to incorporate the loop into this track. But yeah, no, it's the car does it extremely easy. Right, so my first thought is block off the sides. So the thing is, if the guys, let me test how it's going to look when they actually exit this thing. So we're going to be using this track, so these 2 lanes need to go. We'll have the contenders coming, or the contestants rather. Whoops, coming this way. I need to get on and build some stuff myself. Are you doing the racetrack thing as well? Cool, man. But yeah, check this out. I'll show you this for a second before you go. Like, you don't even need a lead up to it. There's a gap between the ramp and the loop where the vehicles fits through. I'll check it out in a second. Whee! And then sending them off this way is kind of where I don't want them to go. But yeah, you can absolutely nail this. And I think if we... So now the question is, where do they exit? You missed the comment above, lol. Oh, sorry, I did, you're right. So watch that over on YouTube. For the loop, you could type that you could make a type that has a ramp in the middle, and the ramp serves as a way to get onto the loop for the exit. Essentially, the loop is not attached to the bottom of the section. We could, but I very much kind of want to force all of them to actually go into the loop and to use it. And this can kind of, because I think this will cause a hell of a lot of, it will cause a lot of mayhem. It's probably the word I'm looking for. Yo, Trackmania 2 for real? Absolutely. Trackmania 3. And on the side we do factories as well. So I do kind of like want them to come from this long stretch, because imagine now you've got about 5 or 6 guys coming down here. I have no idea how many people will be coming down here, but let's say 5 to 6. That's way too easy. It needs to be bigger. I don't think bigger is going to make a difference, Genesis, because let me show you why I say that. Being big is not the issue. The car's grippy wheels is going to put Spider-Man to shame. Yeah, literally, I braked there right now. Anything above about 70 and you're solid, you're good. So from dead still, straight up, no problem whatsoever. Acceleration and grip on the car makes it so that this thing is not a problem at all, not even close. Washington is right. Is there an exit that is only reachable by using the loop? You force the players to use the loop. Is there an exit that is the only reachable by... Yeah, that's exactly what I'm kind of going towards. I'll send you an image on Discord. Okay, thank you. I'll check it out now. So the idea is for them to get in here. So the first thing we did was just test to see if the loop is viable. And it is, like I say, extremely viable. Yeah, I guess that could you make the gaps you could fall through, and a wall that's hanging down that you need to hit to get to the track bar. Okay, so the idea is, so originally the idea was the road is just going to go along this way, turn up here, and it's going to circle back, and I'm going to do like a little bridge here. This was the original intent, and then the road will just continue down here, and it will split off there into like a multiple choice option. Then I thought, okay, how about we do like a little loop? Like when I say little loop, I meant like a little loop like that, just like that's kind of fun. And we were testing it, and we went bigger and bigger and bigger, and the car just managed to do it all the time. So now we're stuck with this massive Ferris wheel of a loop, and because of the amount of grip the car has, I now have to kind of compensate for that. So yes, they need a way out, but what I'm thinking is we can do an exit. We'll need to do an exit at some point, but you have to complete the loop to get to the exit. So doing like a wall, okay, not with that thing. So doing a section that they have to kind of follow to get around and then exit. So you basically want it so that if they come in here, that they can't just drive here and then exit it, obviously. So yeah, let me see that image that you sent me, Sandra. Because you guys are giving me some excellent ideas here. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I just want to check something on Discord. I was just gonna Trackmania style. Okay, well, what do you? So what's the image? What is that supposed to achieve? Like, what's the idea behind the image? I see the image, but I'm not tying it together with your comments. A ramp loop type, okay, yeah. Is it possible to do a loop with the cart? We tried all the vehicles just now. The tractor actually wasn't too bad. The tractor got up to here. The cart got up to here. The truck kind of got up to here. The cyber wagon didn't even make it past the beginning. So, perfect. And then the Explorer just goes nuts. Just like loop, 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 loop. Alright, so I'm thinking we can have the guys funnel into this point. Then have, like, for instance here. To do this section. So there's a, you have to follow this. Sorry, let me just, come on, keep on flying. This road will kind of go, so if they come up here, we've got another section on this side that forces them to the left hand side. So this one will go around that side, and then they'll go up on this side, and if they come back down, they'll be able to hit an off ramp that's going to be like here. Like, you have to complete the loop to get to that, but if you complete the loop and you fall over here again, then you're back to square one. So we might have to do something like probably like this, that goes all the way down. But I don't really want to block. That's gonna block it off too much. I mean, we could do something with, no, Windows is not gonna work. And this is not gonna work because these were all, like, I don't have infinite node on, so I can't turn them the way that I want to. Let me just check the comments again. It's not even like the cyber wagon isn't even useful for decoration. The gap is just big enough for the Explorer to drive through. The ramp is how you enter, and the exit the loop as a gap between the ramp and the loop. Oh, sorry. The ramp is how you enter, yes, okay. To exit the loop, you have to go through a gap between the ramp and the loop. If you stagger the beams a bit, you could make it look like a giant plane turbine. Yeah, you can do that. I wonder. Because the thing where I'm kind of stuck now is to make it cheese proof to some degree. Okay, so let's quickly tackle the one thing is how to not use the loop to jump out to like an area over there. So let's just quickly handle that section, and that's just going to be Windows basically. So we'll use these guys. To prevent them from escaping. That could, oh sorry. I send the human image of the Wreckfest loop. Anyone know that one? It does kind of look like Wreckfest. So we can use these guys to just kind of box them in. You know what we can do actually? We can use this glass section here to we can have, okay, hold on guys, I think I got an idea. Hold on. So let's block off this entire section here. But we can have the loop go further out. So let's say it goes out to about here, but there, and then you make a hole right here. And they have to do the loop and get through this hole. If they don't make it, they fall back in, then they have to go again. That could work, isn't it? So let's let's just get rid of this road for now. We'll come back to this one in a moment. So we can have them into the loop, possibly from the further side. Then go around, like where this highlight is going now. And then they have to hit this exit, like maybe over here somewhere. And you can even do it so that there's another loop here with another section, and they have to kind of like hit two exit points. I think that could work, right? So they have to force them through like a little exit here. And if they're going to be coming up around here, like just like basically like the gap at the moment, that could work. Death loop. And we crashed again. Let me sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Technical issues again. Alright, we are back now, so let's continue. Like I said, apologies for that. It was kind of behaving for a little bit, and now it's giving us a little bit of troubles. Alright. So I think let's go with that I just said. So they enter this area here. So we'll block these off now. Jake, you ever considered maybe using hypertubes also for buffers or even unique tunnels for more rounded turns? Okay, but how does the hypertubes relate to vehicles though? What, to like drive on as in like a surface, or what do you mean? I know I saw somebody was using pipes to do like an interesting curve for vehicles to drive on. That was kind of interesting. So we'll do like a sign that says exit at some point. So let's make it so that about possibly 2 vehicles can kind of fit in here. As a surface or a guardrail. Pipes can also do the trick here. Oh, you mean as a guardrail? Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. The thing is, even with a guardrail, you can still cheese it quite a bit. So I want something that's a little bit more clear cut, as in you can't go there. More control. We could like, we can have the windows on the side, so that you can only enter at one point, you can only exit at one point. So that could be like a bit of an equalizer for them when it comes to when they go into the track or into the loop. You kind of have, this is like you have to pass through here and you can't go anywhere else. So we'll do like we'll do some sort of railing on the sides, so that when they pass through this section here, the only option is the loop, and then exiting the loop where we designated it. That's the only other alternative for them. Right, so let's add one more of these. And I need to, let me just see, how do I do this again? There we go. Alright, I need to lock this guy in. There we go. So if we take this one, do we need, I think we need one more. So we've got about a 2 vehicle width for them to enter. Not sure if we... What do you guys think? Should we... We can maybe make it slightly less. So, effectively about... this much. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. So this is the amount that they'll have to, or the size of the entrance. Let me just do this quickly. So, oh yeah, I wanted to, because the quick saves are, or the auto saves are fairly quick. Let me just increase the frequency so if we do crash that, it's not really a problem. So 5 minutes should be fine. Okay, so this is the entrance. And then I saw that you can maybe do something with the loops with the window. So let's see if we can use this mod to make our lives a little easier. And we'll go this one. So, okay, that was autosave. R, let me lock it in position. So we can do this, hold. What? Left alt. What do you mean it's circle? I don't see it. That's probably for... Oh, okay, it's like this. Oh wait, we can actually kind of make it work. So that's going to be... Alright, so let's try this. Sorry, I haven't used this mod before, so I'm kind of learning on the fly here. Go right there. Bring this guy across. We'll just embed it a little bit. Actually, we'll do that afterwards. Is that the level or the flat one? Yeah, there we go. Oh, damn it. There we go. So curve this guy then. Come on. The circle mode is crazy good. It's pretty damn good, and the fact that it's kind of vanilla as well is it's crazy. There we go. We can pretty much match this almost one for one. Okay, so it does have certain limitations, which is fine. So I think like that. Witchcraft. It is kind of witchcraft. So I think probably the best bet's going to be to try and do this in one go. Damn, look at that. I'm enjoying this music now. So we'll nudge it in a little bit. Wow, that's so damn easy. Like, imagine if you didn't have this tool, how long it would take for you to do this and to do it well. I'm forming so many ideas from the sections, for my sections, nice. So we missed one here. We just kind of all line it up with, oh, okay, we can't do that, hold on. Ah, fine, okay, cool. Come back to that in a second. Okay, so you want to go, hold on. No, damn it. Oh, it's on default, no wonder. Go away. So switch to curve mode. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit of a learning curve to this thing. Okay, so it looks like you need to lead it a bit better. Okay, sorry. Damn it. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it now. Look at that. Look how cool that is. I like it a lot. A lot. So the idea is to focus on the center. So when you bring it around, imagine where the center of the circle is. Then it, oh. There we go. Looks like a futuristic rim and tire. So we're slightly out here, but what I'll do is I'll use beams to just cover these imperfections. Okay, so we can still have the road going down in the middle, but I'll probably do the road in kind of like a, I'll do a circle. Yeah, I'll do a circle in the road so that you can't really, like, even if you fall in the middle, you can't get out. And you can't use it to your advantage because you still need to get the momentum to get out on the other side. Okay, I just want to save this. I'm getting paranoid now about the crashes. And let's see if we can do the other side better, because this was kind of easy to do. I'll grab this guy. And come on. Do your thing. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. I like the fact that you can actually see outside. It's going to help the guys just orientate themselves a little bit because the camera is all weird on the inside of it. Okay. No, there we go. Oh wow, look at that. Oh hell's yeah. Looks like a little hamster wheel. Oh damn. So now because we've got these snapping points, we can now easily just do like a little circle here in the middle. But in fact, why do I keep reverting back to doing it manually because I'm so used to that. So let's get rid of these guys. We don't need them right now. Okay, so we'll do the circle thing inside here. Let's just go back a little bit. Up to that. And we'll grab this guy. I'm going to try and use the big one just to keep the item count down.
A new follower emerged.
Jade Sanctuary just followed.
We got a new follower. Welcome. Thanks for thanks for following and thanks for joining up, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Jade Sanctuary, welcome. We are doing stuffs and things here. We're doing circular stuffs and things. Right, so let's get this one going. So, no, don't want you to do that. Also, don't want you to do that. I'm gonna try. There we go. So let's just do the circle complete, and then caps lock to narrow it up, and then we're gonna squeeze it right in here. So something like that, I think. Okay, perfect. Hey Jakes, I've been a fan over on YouTube. For whatever reason, I haven't yet followed on Twitch. I hope you and everyone in chat is having a wonderful day so far. Thank you so much. It's a lovely message. Appreciate it. And I believe we are having a pretty good day so far. We are experimenting here quite a bit, and I don't know if you need any context for what we're doing right here. But this is for a community event, and we're building a racetrack. And me and another builder, Watchstone Industries, also you can find him on YouTube as well. We are in charge of building the track for Zone 11, which is the pink forest, as you can see. And I was trying to see if I can make a loop for the vehicles to drive in, and we realized that even this is a small loop for that vehicle, surprisingly. And now we're trying to see how we can make it so that the vehicles can go through a loop and not cheese the system by getting to points where they're not supposed to go, because the vehicle that we're using is a modded version of the Explorer, and it's extremely grippy. It's very grippy. Like it is excessively grippy. So I'll show you now. Actually, I do want to quickly test this, and we're trying to figure out how to make it so that you can start from there, you go through here, you go into the loop, and you exit the loop at some point, and then you kind of like exit the loop, get onto this road, which then goes around that side and then comes through the loop again and exits over here and then heads down this road. So that's kind of where we're going at now. So for now, let me just quickly test the loop again, because I just want to see what it feels like right now. And this is a modded version of the Explorer, so this one's beefed up quite a bit. So I hope you guys aren't motion sick, because here we go. So the actual loop part is not a problem. But the thing is, to make this now interesting for the people who are gonna... And now you can just keep going, because you can't get out because there's windows here. Well, what we need to do though, that was actually kind of fun, is we need to make an exit point for them to get out of this loop, which I'm thinking is probably going to be up there. So they're going to have to figure out how to get out of this loop. And the thing is, you can just keep going and going and going. So yeah, let me just... Okay, like driving through a straw. Your tunnel could be completely rounded on the inside too. Yeah, we can keep it like this. Just link the road up there. Sorry, I'm catching up on old messages here. When will the race be? When will we race it? Sorry. It's a good question. I might need to know that question, or the answer to that question, because that's the time we need to be finished before then. But I think we got like a whole bunch of we got like a couple of weeks, so we're good. We're good. Right, let's quickly figure out how we're going to do the exit. So I'm gonna have to... I don't want to... I mean, we already got a fair amount of items here. It's not too bad, actually. But we probably need to come out 3 and then have the exit basically be there. I think that's going to work. Okay, so let's do this quickly. Curve. And you need to curve that. Okay, actually, let's just bring it to this side. It's going to be easier if it's over here. So let me just line it up. There we go. Then we're gonna go across. Is that lined up? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so then this one is, no, put that away. So we're gonna have to switch to curve, and I think we're gonna have to, okay, here we go. Okay, that's that one. Go up there. Then we just need to increase this one. Okay, so hold on, let me do this. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. You know what? It's going to be easier just for me to do this quickly. Because I might as well just... I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it 100% the way that I had it before. Oh no, I didn't do the curve. I did a damn circle. Actually, hold on. Let me try one more time. I think I've... Because I'm still fairly new to this mod. We just need to do... No? There we go. Got it. Stupid. And there we go. Oh, what is it? Oh, okay. I thought there was a problem. And I should have double checked it before I just slapped it down. And don't tell me we're gonna crash again. Okay, so Tundra, this mod is it's questionable. So let me just hold on a second, guys. I am going to be right back. So we are experiencing technical issues, and I think it's probably because I'm spamming it. Like I said, this is the first time we're using this mod, so apologies again. Now we're going to go loading back in now. Oh, what's the time? Right, and we're back. There we go. Right, so I think what I'll do is I'll just be a bit more cautious about spamming it. So we'll do like one row at a time just to keep things above board. So we need to go this is my marker. There we go. Like driving through straw. Okay, I'll print those ones. So okay, there we go. Event is late summer. Need to finish before early June. So that's winter for me. So we don't have a solid date yet. We just got by this time, basically. Right. So let's do one row at a time. So Tundra, when you use this mod, yeah, just one section at a time. Otherwise, instability. So we need another 2 of these. Roughly 3 months. Roughly 3 months. So that's actually plenty. That's yeah, that's a fair amount. Okay, so I think this is going to be enough. And then we'll have, like I said, we have the exit over here. So let me just save this before I break it out here. I just want to save this section. So I know that if I mess this up, I can just quickly go back. So it's going to be Drake's. So what I'm thinking is, I don't want to do it at the apex of the turn. I just want to do it like over here. And we also don't want to do too big either. Also, I don't want to go too small because then it's going to be crazy difficult for the guys. But I think like that should be fine. Well, there's quite a bit of overlapping here. I might revisit this and just remove as many X's as I can, while still maintaining the integrity of the circle. So something like that. And then to make it nice and obvious for the guys, we'll mark it with the beams, orange beams. Something like that. Oh, that's as obvious as we can make it. Let's just, let me do this a little better. Actually, now I'm being, it's just being dumb. There we go. I'll neaten this up a little bit more. Actually, we'll just do this like that. No. Like that. There we go. Alright, so that's our exit. And then we just need to do another layer of windows to go around. And then once the guys can get through here, they can just kind of like exit over here. And that will link up to our original road that we tried to, well, that's my original idea rather, let's put it that way. Okay, so let me just extend this road so we can know where to exit. And then we'll quickly give it a go once I build the barriers up. Or the row of windows so we can block the guys from just exiting. Like a little mouse wheel. Okay, so we need to do the glass section now. Can I do? What the hell did I do now? Oh, oh wow, okay. That's not all I wanted to do. I want to see if I can do the same. If I can use this glass section here to do like a circle, or do we have to do the kind of like the loop? So this is circle mode. Oh, okay, I see what it does. A circle behind me. So if we mine it, okay, yeah, that's what it does. Makes a bit more sense. Watch that over on YouTube. Also wanted to do a super bank corner, basically a quarter pipe bank where you can go sideways to maintain speed. Oh, that will absolutely work. I mean, we can see how much grip this car has, and yeah, that's originally I wanted to do banks as well, and we can absolutely do it now. And you can even do banks to the point where they're almost inverted. Okay, let me focus here. So we'll place this one here and go around quickly, and then we need to decrease this go. Come on, walk with me. Okay, that's the first little section. And oh, I need to lock this in position. That makes it so much easier. And then we can nudge this guy exactly to where we want it. Okay. So once they're in this section, then they can easily get out. It's just a matter of getting into it. This tool is insanely easy to work with and helpful. This is crazy good. There we go. Perfect. Got it. Okay, let's save this just in case. Okay, we didn't want to save over that one just in case I want to change something else. So we'll just do JX2. Reinhardt, are you using a mod to do that? Yes, I'm using Curve Builder to be able to do that. They should really implement this into the game because it's so damn good. It's so easy. So let's get this all the way out. And then we can quickly test the hamster wheel. Hamster wheel of death. Oh no! He's drunk again. Oh, is he drunk again? Hello. Well, it's a Saturday night. I suppose if you're going to be drunk, then this is the right time to do it. Okay, then our exit point is going to be over here. Oh no, curves. There we go. Okay, so let's test the concept. And we'll approach it like players would do, which is going to be maximum speed. This is good. This is not easy. We'll have to speak to Dagan and see if this is gonna, how difficult they want to make this. You kind of have to get through this section. Let's try choosing it like going this way and then just... Oh, there we go. Now it's easy. It's going to be difficult because there's going to be other vehicles bumping you around. And then once you get out, boom, you're out. This looks insane. Might even have to make this a little smaller. For instance, we could, if we remove these beams, and only have like this little gap. I think you'd want that opening to be about 60 to 90 degree arc. I think you want that opening to be about 60 to 90 degree arc. 60 to 90? That's massive. You mean, okay, let me see if I understand you correctly. So, like that. That's way too big. That's rough to hit at speed, but the thing is, you don't have to hit at speed because the vehicle is so damn grippy that you don't need speed. Like, I'm gonna make it like this, and we can quickly test it. Because we just tested the vehicle, and this thing has insane grip. Quite frankly, I think too much. So if that's the size of it, no thumbnail holes. So you don't even need a lead up because this thing is so grippy. Alright, let's try it out. So ideally this is kind of like, you're going to do it like this. And then, so now it's a little tricky to do. But if you cheese it, the thing is you want to see where you go, and you just kind of like do this. Look how easy that is. In fact, that's too easy, I would say, because you're cheesing it. Now we could try and prevent cheese and then make the hole bigger, but then also make it a little bit more challenging. And what I mean by that is, actually, well, I need to finish this one up so I can actually continue the track. But we can do something where, let's see if they, so if you want them to, let's say this little highlight section is where they're going to drive, and you kind of want them to do that, you could put like a little wedge almost thing in here. That will prevent the cheese and mean that they have to drive in circles to get there. So in other words, what I mean is something like this that comes out a little bit more. So we can easily quickly test this actually. So what we'll do is we'll put small concrete barrier. So let's say we want to get them to go in there. So kind of like this. So like let's call the guide. So now the cheese is prevented. And if they can manage to get in here, you can actually guide them in a little bit. And if you really want to make it interesting, you put a beam up here. So if you don't get the angle right, you're basically just being heated off. So then it's not just skill, it's not just luck, it's a little bit of skill as well. So let's just imagine that's going to be like a solid wall going around there. So I don't know what you think. What do you guys think about that? So we can test it quickly. I do kind of like that idea. I think it needs a little bit of refinement though. What do you think, Tundra? So now you can't cheese it. Oh, I need to turn the other way. Damn it. Hold on. But I think then you have to make the hole a little bigger. Because you want it there. I did it in my second try. Although I'm getting a little bit more experience with this circle now. So I think we're going to refine that. But since I think conceptually this is working fine. So let me decorate this a little bit. So it just looks cool. And how's that circle look completely off? Oh, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so that's going to be fine. Then we can get rid of this. And I think I want to be able to kind of see something here. So if we take this section out, put a window in here. There we go. Come on, don't do this thing now. Damn it. Just go down, don't come to me. Just go down. What the hell? Oh, I'm not a fan of this bug. Let's see if we do another row. So we can have a big window section in here. There we go, that's kind of what I was trying to go for. Yeah, I think this is good. Adam, over on YouTube, you should include a super secret shortcut like the old Mario Kart games used to have. Well, the thing is, as soon as you put a shortcut in there, as soon as the first guy sees that, then everybody knows. So we are kind of gonna do kind of like shortcuts, but it's less a shortcut and more a case of, do you go this route, which is longer, but more like a paved road, versus maybe going through this section, which is more technical but shorter. So it's more of a risk reward than a shortcut or no shortcut. I think that would actually work better, in my opinion. So yeah, doing a bit more kind of like risk reward as opposed to just plain up shortcut or no shortcut. Okay, now we can actually decorate this mouse wheel. To make it look interesting, and then we'll come back to this concept. But I kind of want to move on a little bit now. Move on in the sense of decorate the outside as opposed to keep messing with it. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I think this little window can go. It looks a bit out of place. Okay, nice. I like it. Okay, we'll come back to that. So let's get some support for this mouse wheel. So where's my? Let me just find the level. The one that's pretty much kind of like 90 degrees, because these all look very similar. Like some of them might be 90, some might not, but I want the exact 90 degree one. Or we'll just use this one if there isn't one. So I'm thinking, okay, and it's actually, I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go, found it. So we'll work off this one. There we go. And one over here. And then this guy we can push all the way across. Adam again over on YouTube. I'd be happy as long as the tick bean things are allowed on the track to cause chaos. It's a pity we can't spawn them in. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they are allowed. And they will cause havoc. Okay, there we go. Then we'll use these kind of like support. So I'm thinking of doing like a triangle thing, like this, or perhaps just one way down. But maybe we should do that in line with one of these and then push it down. I think that would look cool. Yeah. Can you use factory buildings in the track layout? And can you drive through hyperloops? No, you can't drive through hyperloops. They're way too small. But you can do whatever you want, just as long as you can drive there, and as long as I can get from point A, which for us is point A is over there, to point B, which is over there. So I think as long as I can do that, then yeah, you're good. So let me see if let's grab this one. And we'll extend this one down all the way to act as a massive support. Like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna maybe we'll keep that one or make it a little bit less steep. Let's try another one and see how that looks. Oh, the particle accelerator. Yeah, you can drive through that. 100%. A lot of people do like trains through that thing. So yeah, you can use the particle accelerator. Absolutely, you can. The only thing that I think people should be conscious about, and I'm trying to be, is just try to keep the server FPS in mind. But you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want. Just as long as there is something that resembles effectively a racetrack. The only limitations we have is the amount of signs that we can use. There isn't currently a hard limit on how much you can use, but you also can't just go nuts. So less is better. Watch that on YouTube again. I was just about to say I like having trains going through them. Oh, through the hyperloop. Through the particle accelerators. Yeah, that is a popular choice. Although I think OSHA might have a word with you in regards to that. So let me try and get a smooth. I want to do this one. So, okay. I want this now to go all the way around to the side and then the same on the other side. Why say limit on signs? FPS. So signs are okay. So if you have a sign, let's say you put this sign down. If you put this sign down 1,000 times, that's perfectly fine. But if you put this sign down with different text and different fonts and different colors and different backgrounds and and different emission levels, and you do 1,000 of those with 1,000 variations, you can crash the server. Because copy pasta is easy for the game, performance wise. But if you go nuts with a bunch of variations, then all of those variations become a calculation upon them for themselves, and then it's going to be lag central, basically, what it comes down to. Okay, so how am I going to get? So I kind of want to do at the angle. So there's one way to do it, but it's going to be a long way to do it. Is So I'll show you guys what I'm trying to do. Let's delete these. This is completely wrong. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get it to angle this way. At the same angle as that one is. So this one has to go then. So let's do default. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Across. And then this. So I'm probably gonna have to do this. This shouldn't take too long. But I kind of want to do this, and I was trying to think about how can I do this quicker than doing it the way that I'm exactly doing right now. But I couldn't think of a way. So now we're gonna have to do the hard way around. I like that now. That's fine. Okay, so let's quickly get this done. So I'm going to need 2 to come out every time. And then we'll delete the middle row. And we'll take it from there. So actually, where's this angle? The first one is this one right here. So let me so I'm going to take a beam, default
A new follower emerged.
El Spiro just followed.
Hey, welcome, El Spiro. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing excellent. Oh, alright, hold on. I gotta wait to quickly get the level here. Completely forgot about this. Yeah, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. And let me know if we need context for what we're doing right here, because you might need some. Okay, so this one we're gonna go straight from this one down. Is that right? Kinda looks right. Yeah, close enough. Look at that, looks kinda interesting. We'll take these out. Oh wait, I did the wrong one. Okay, but that's fine. It's easy to fix. Let's do this one. Looks interesting. Alright, let's take this layer out. And then this guy is gonna go, we're gonna go to default and nudge away. Oh no, wait, I still need to do these. Oh, that looks so good. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think this looks excellent. So I'm getting behind here on the chat a little bit. Whitestone on YouTube, and with so many people building a map long track, we all should be mindful of performance. Yes, absolutely. And then Adam, are you participating in the whole map factory build project also? I think I saw Doug talking about that on Reddit. No, I would not be doing that. It's too much of a time commitment, to be quite honest. And I've got my own stuff that I need to do, so I need to keep up with the content on my channel, or stream my my world that I'm building, and I still need to finish the damn game. So I'm currently on phase 5, and I'm looking forward to actually completing the game for the first time after how many thousands of hours. So yeah, so I won't be. You're a rock star. Looks great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I might be eligible for employee in the month. I should go speak to my fixed HR rate. Right, so this one, it's going to be on this line. So that's the last one we need. And this guy is going to go down like that. Perfect. Now, I had no idea if a loop will even be possible. And then when we tested it, it was like, oh damn, it's oh. Well, this is slightly annoying. I don't know what. This is like crash number 4. So at this rate, it's like 1 every half an hour. Crazy bad, but still. And I wasn't even doing something funny. It's just let me turn the UI back music down a little bit. So apologies for this, guys. But I think the mod that's making it crash is also the one that's allowing us to do some really cool stuff. So that's unfortunate. But luckily it also loads in really quickly, and we're back. So sorry about that. I'm going to forward the music a little bit for us. There we go. So how much did we lose? Let me just see. Is this the 1206? So we're not, like literally before, just before the autosave, this thing crashed out. Oh, this is like I say, slightly annoying, but we didn't lose much. I just really despise doing stuff over that I've already completed, especially if it's for something silly like this. Don't tell me this is fun. Actually, you know what, guys? It is already past 12 for me, so I am gonna call it for tonight. I do apologize for the crashing. I'll see if there's something I can do about that, although I don't know what. Well, I'll try something out. So again, for everybody that's subscribed, thank you so much. Not subscribed, sorry, that followed. Thank you so much for the follows. I really appreciate that. We are currently having some difficulties. So this was a bit of an impromptu stream. So thank you for everybody that joined me. I'll be streaming all the major components of this racetrack that we're building now. So don't feel like you're gonna miss anything out. But what I want to do is I just want to finish that wheel up. So I'll probably I'm going to work a little bit on that now, but I don't want the stream to keep crashing for you guys, so that's really annoying. Dig the direction so far, Jakes. Can't wait to see how, to see the finished result. Oh, thank you, Castle Goat. I appreciate that. Glad you guys like it. And we'll be coming back to that, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's a little bit more finished off, and we'll move on to the next section of the track, which is going to be the road that circles. So once you get out of the loop, that circles back into the that circles back and goes through the loop and then exits on the back end. So that's going to be probably for the next stream. So I'm just going to tidy up some stuff there a little bit now, but that's it for now. So thank you everybody, I appreciate it. We're going to be raiding out for all the Twitch guys, for the YouTube guys. We're going to be ending the stream basically right now. So everybody, again, thank you for your time, thank you for your patience, and we'll do this again soon. My normal schedule is usually Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I might do impromptu stuff for the racing, depending on time and how I feel and all that. But I'll try and announce that beforehand. But yeah, for now, YouTube guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one, and have a good one.